The Voice, which debuted in 2011, concluded its 28th season last month, when Avon Ross gave coach Niall Horan his third straight triumph. The show's producers seem to have their sights set on season 30, even if viewers are already anticipating season 29, which debuts on NBC on February 23. The Voice will undoubtedly want to celebrate its milestone season with some incredible surprises for viewers when it premieres somewhere in the autumn of 2026. The production already has its ideal coaching panel in mind, according to sources who spoke to The Sun. The season 30 cast has not yet been decided, with filming scheduled to start in late spring or early summer 2026. Regarding who will take their huge red chairs back, The Voice executives have not made any explicit public announcements. However, according to a production source, veteran coaches Kelly Clarkson, Adam Levine, Blake Shelton, and Gwen Stefani would make up the show's ideal lineup for the historic season. Executives are reportedly prepared to spend a lot of money to get this casting, which would reunite Blake Shelton, the original coach, with his bromance, Adam Levine, and his wife, Gwen Stefani. Notably, Shelton and Stefani got married in 2021, 7 years after they first met in 2014 while filming season 7 of The Voice. After 23 seasons, Shelton departed the program in 2023. Levin first left the show in 2019, but he returned for its 27th season last year. Clarkson left after season 23, and Stefani last featured in season 26. According to The Insider, 30 will be Adam, Blake, Gwen, and Kelly if producers get their way. But nothing is official yet. Next year, 2 members of the rumored Dream Team are already scheduled to return. John Legend, the winner of EGOT, will be joined on The Voice. Battle of Champions by Kelly Clarkson and Adam Levine. 3 past champions will compete against each other in season 29, the first time the competition has deviated from its usual 4-coach structure. Levin has won 3 times, Legend once, and Clarkson 4 times. According to recent sources, The Voice is getting ready for something genuinely unusual. Just when viewers believed the show had tried every possible combination of star power, chemistry, and genre balance, The Voice is aiming high, very high, for a historic new coaching team, according to the rising industry rumor. Additionally, the plan apparently calls for the return of Blake Shelton, one of the show's most recognizable characters, in a twist that has already got fans talking. If the rumors are accurate, this change might redefine the show's legacy era by fusing reinvention and nostalgia in a way that very few reality programs have ever managed. A franchise at a turning point, The Voice holds a unique place in television history after more than 10 years of broadcasting. It is more than simply a competition show. It is a brand, a launching pad, and a familiar comfort watch for a lot of fans. However, familiarity has its drawbacks. Although competition is more intense than ever, ratings are still high. Short-form material, viral discovery, and streaming platforms have altered how fans interact with up-and-coming musicians. Insiders claim that The Voice is reacting ambitiously rather than cautiously since it is aware of this. Producers are apparently going for the fences rather than making minor adjustments. The reasons Blake Shelton is still important for many fans. Blake Shelton is more than simply a past coach. He is The Voice. Shelton took over as the series' emotional fulcrum in season 1. His blend of humor, sincerity, rivalry, and true mentoring influenced the tone of the program. He was creating moments, inside jokes, rivalries, and connections that were part of pop culture, in addition to guiding artists. An era came to an end when Shelton left the show. Not because the show didn't succeed, but because something intangible was missing. His absence was felt right away. The prospect of his comeback feels seismic because of this. A statement, not just a comeback. According to insiders, Blake Shelton's return to The Voice won't be a straightforward nostalgic play. This would be about redefining the future rather than going back. According to reports, the show is considering a historic lineup that would include coaches from various franchise periods. The objective? Make the season seem more like an occasion than a recurring cycle. A season that claims to be The Voice's best. The influence of tradition mentoring, unlike written series, reality competition shows seldom emphasize legacy, but The Voice might be changing that. Picture a panel with both more recent coaching titans and former icons. The outcome would be generational, not simply star-studded. Many coaching philosophies, diverse backgrounds in music, many connections to the program itself. The addition of Blake Shelton would immediately solidify that lineup, providing emotional resonance and continuity for devoted fans while reintroducing him to younger audiences who might only be familiar with him from legends and highlights. Chemistry, the unknown substance chemistry, not just skill, has always distinguished The Voice from other programs of a similar nature. Shelton's banter turned become appointment television, particularly during his long-standing relationship with other coaches. Even the coaching segments were must-watch moments because of his ability to strike a balance between genuine mentoring and light-hearted competitiveness. According to reports, producers are aware that chemistry cannot be created, but it can be brought back together. That flame might be rekindled by a historic lineup based on organic chemistry, reminding viewers why they initially fell in love with the show. Why now? These reports' timing is noteworthy. We are living in a time of reinvention for television. Moments, events that seem larger than weekly episodes, are what audiences long for. The Voice would immediately rise into that category with the return of a well-liked character like Blake Shelton, particularly as part of a bigger lineup focused on legacy. It would be more than a season. There would be a party, a reminder of the show's beginnings and progress. Maintaining equilibrium, innovation, and nostalgia. Relying too much on nostalgia is one of the biggest pitfalls when bringing back a previous star. According to sources, however, The Voice is well aware of that risk. The rumored idea is to use the past as a basis, rather than to reproduce it. Forward-thinking components would accompany Shelton's comeback, including new production selections, changing approaches to artist development, and a renewed emphasis on post-show success. Put another way, purposeful nostalgia. The implications for contestants of historic coaching roster might be life-changing for performers taking the stage on The Voice. Blake Shelton and other coaches with extensive institutional knowledge are aware of the long game. They understand what it takes to survive after a season, not simply to win one. That guidance can be very beneficial. The best of both worlds, experience and creativity, tradition and experimentation, may be provided to competitors by combining more recent voices with more established mentors. This season may be among the most competitive and lucrative yet because of that balance. Reactions from fans. Excitement and doubt. Fans have responded to the rumors with fury, which is not surprise. The prospect of Shelton returning to the famous red chair excites devoted fans. His return would be seen by many as a return to the show's emotional center. Excitement, nostalgia, and conjecture about potential additional panelists are already evident in the buzz on social media. Some fans, however, are cautiously optimistic. They want to be sure that the show is purposefully changing, rather than just rehashing the past. Thus far, it appears that manufacturers are paying attention. A possible reset of ratings. The decision makes sense from a business standpoint. A historic coaching roster would probably increase live viewing, draw in lapsed fans, and spark cultural discourse, all of which are becoming less common in the fragmented media world. Just the name Blake Shelton has crossover appeal, appealing to pop fans, country music lovers, and casual viewers. The season has the potential to be a real ratings reset for NBC when combined with other well-known coaches. A legacy play, not just a show if these rumors are accurate. The Voice is preparing a legacy play in addition to a successful season. The show presents itself as a live, dynamic platform that is still capable of surprise, rather than as a remnant of early 2010s television, by respecting its roots while boldly moving forward. And the addition of Blake Shelton? That serves as the emotional thread. A reminder that heart, humor, and genuineness are timeless. What takes place next? Although NBC has not yet formally confirmed the schedule, experts speculate that announcements may be made sooner rather than later. Until then, rumors will only get more intense. Will Blake Shelton make a special season or full-time comeback? Who else could accompany him? And is this really the most ambitious coaching roster that The Voice has ever had? Conclusion: a high-risk, high-reward risk. It would be a risky move to bring Blake Shelton back as part of a historic new coaching roster. But The Voice has long been known for its audacity. This season has the potential to be one of the most talked about in the show's history if it is done effectively. It recognizes that the future is strongest because it is aware of its origins, not because it looks back. One thing is evident to fans, competitors, and the brand as a whole. If Blake Shelton is truly returning, The Voice is turning the page to a new chapter rather than merely switching chairs.